Alright guys, so in this position we have a rook against the bishop and the two kings are facing each other. So how to continue? Okay, we want to checkmate and possibly we would love our rook to be somewhere like h8 or d8, c8, b8, not a8 because of the bishop, but you get the point. So what we're gonna do is a combination of both threats. We're gonna threaten to take our opponent piece, the bishop, so rook g3 is the first, and then we're gonna see if we can also combine it with the threat of reaching the background. So after rook g3, let's say bishop e4 for example, rook to e3. This bishop can move and doesn't have to worry about the rook going to e8 because it will be too close to the king. Of course, we can't really check him from there, stating the obvious. So after bishop to g2, rook g3 will be some sort of repetition. So now rook e2. And so now the black player is already trapped. There's nothing to do. If black plays bishop to h1, the rook goes to h2. This is a fork. You're attacking the bishop and you're threatening to reach h8 with a checkmate. So if the bishop goes to e4, you have now a discovered check. So you can play king e5 and you're winning the bishop because it's check. Same thing if the bishop goes to g4, you just play check. Or if the bishop goes to h5, once again discovered check, you're winning the bishop. And if the bishop goes to, let's say, c6, it looks like it's safe, but now the bishop has reached the queen side. And now we can infiltrate, so rook to c2, and we are threatening checkmate in c8. So the bishop will have to go either b7 or d7. If b7, then rook to c7 attacks the bishop, and now the bishop has to go away. If the bishop moves, well, c6, we will take it. a8, we can check and make a fork and win the bishop. If the bishop goes back to a6, then rook a7, we are dominating the bishop. The bishop will have to abandon the c8 square unless he wants to go to c8, but then we can pin it and take a next move. And in this position, we tried bishop b7. What happens after bishop to d7? Now, simply rook to b2, threatening checkmate in b8. The king cannot really move because this is still checkmate, and there's nothing to stop that from happening. If bishop to e8 desperately, then rook b8, pinning the bishop. The king has to move, the bishop can't move, so then you can take the bishop next move.